All right, guys, so today we're going to be installing another mod, and the mod that we're going to be doing today is going to be focused around here. So this is the factory climate control, and I don't know what this material is. I don't know if it's a hard rubber or whatever, but it's very sticky, and a lot of cars seem to get this over time. They just call it sticky buttons. And what we're going to do is we are going to upgrade it from this to a nice LCD touchscreen. So without further ado, I'd say let's go ahead and jump into the install and get this thing in there. All right, so the first step is we're going to go ahead and remove this trim panel again. So if you remember from yesterday's video, we just pull up here and you can get enough leverage to kind of pull this trim piece forward, and then you can actually just take that off. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to remove this frame. So that involves these 4 Torx bits, T20. So we'll go ahead and get these off next. All right, now that we've removed the bolts, we can go ahead and pull this frame off here. That is what the trim piece pretty much connects to. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and try to get to the AC controller, and we do that by removing these aluminum trim pieces, and they're also held in by pressure clips. So all we do, kind of reach behind there and pull towards you. And there's one, and this one as well. I'm going to go ahead and pull forward, and there you go. So now that we've gotten that trim piece off, we're going to want to remove this unit here, which it looks like there's a couple Torx bolts, so we'll remove those next. All right, so I just removed these pieces here. These are all part of the radio. Next thing we're going to want to do is we're going to try to get to these bolts right behind this trim. So what we're going to do is go ahead and just pull this forward, pull that forward, and this whole trim piece comes off. So next, we'll just remove these bolts, and we should be able to remove the climate control. All right, so what I did was I undid those bolts, pulled this out, and just unplugged that. So we should be able to go ahead and get to the screen now. So we'll go and grab that. So next we have this mounting bracket, and what I did was I took the metal clips off of the wood grain trim and transferred it to this, since we're not going to need the wood grain trim anymore. It's just going to be a screen. So we'll go ahead and bolt this bracket onto here, and then we should be able to clip the radio to that, plug it in, it should be good to go. So, all right, the screen is mounted and everything, so we'll go ahead and button everything back up together and test it out. Now that the LCD screen has been installed, I just wanted to show functionality. So, if you want to use your heated seats, you just push in this knob here, and as you can see, you can adjust the ventilated seats, or if you turn it the other way, you can adjust the heated seats. That's for both sides. Obviously, there's a dual climate control system, so if you want to bring the temperatures down, you can just turn the knob that way. If you want to adjust the speed of it, you can just press on the fan button and adjust that. Here you have your rear defrost, your front defrost, AC, the directional areas of where you want, the air to blow. That's all adjustable there. There's your auto feature. So seats, this was a very important thing for my wife, because she does like not only the heated and cooled seats, but the massaging seats. So to kind of show you how that is still retained, what you want to do is go back to, this is an aftermarket head unit from the same manufacturer as the LCD screen. It's from XUENAV. So what we want to do here is we want to go back to kind of the main settings. So we want to go to like the home screen, right? And then when you hit this button, that'll take you kind of to the factory settings, what the factory radio looks like. So if you want to access the massaging seats, you just hold the seat button, And then from there, it'll take you here to where you can see, you know, the climate and everything. And if you go to your front seats here, you can still utilize the seat massagers, you know, and then you can even go into that and adjust the intensity of everything. You just go back, and you know, you can even adjust, you know, features on the rear seats as well, which are heated, so you can actually make those adjustments here in this screen, which is really nice. So you still get to retain all that. And then kind of moving, you know, if you want to go back to your you know, CarPlay, you just hit this button, go to CarLink. Now you're back at CarPlay. Back to this, you do have, you know, you hit the vehicle button, and then you can see all these kind of different settings and modes where if you were to adjust it, you know, the display would, you know, kind of change accordingly. So you got, you know, your auto stop feature, and everything, AC, rear defroster, and then from here you can kind of make adjustments to your language, the mode settings, the brightness, right? Like, so we can make this a little bit brighter if we wanted. And then vehicle settings, you know, obviously we're in the US, so I just have it set for left. And this is a Vogue, it's not a Sport. So there's that information there, and it's pretty cool. Pulls up your VIN number and everything. So functionality of this thing is definitely a must-have, in my opinion. I mean, it's relatively inexpensive for only, you know, $345 through Amazon. You can definitely make the inside of your earlier model Range Rover feel a lot more modern. So I highly recommend this climate control screen, as well as the 10-inch Android CarPlay radio as well. So that is it for the video. Hopefully you guys found this beneficial, and I look forward to providing more updates and upgrades to these vehicles in the future.